I'm Joanne Knock from the Knock Shoppe, creator, inventor of the Illuminated cake display system. What the Knock Shoppe does, we manufacture, sell, and rent illuminated wedding cake stands. We also have cupcake castles, push pop castles, chandelier cake stands, mirrored risers, rustic risers. Also, we have votive stands and cups, spiral stemmed and smooth. And we have lighted wedding cake tops to complete the look of your illuminated cake. Now, their cake stands come in round and square. They also come in quads, celestial cascades, and halos. So you're going to say, what is that? Well, when you create something, you have to put a name on it. So a quad, it's 2 plates and 4 pillars, but it's one-piece construction. It does not come apart, and it is designed for the lighting. It works with 2 Knock Shoppe plates. So this is a 9-inch regular quad. The light disc is attached to the bottom. It goes up the pillars and it comes out on the top. So your Knock Shoppe plate, one is on the bottom. You set your quad on that. And the other Knock Shoppe plate goes on the top. So the cake and frosting does not touch the lighting. Now in a real cake, this is a real cake. You put your Knock Shoppe plate on the cake. You set the quad onto the Knock Shoppe plate. Then you take your cake, your real cake, which is already decorated on the Knock Shoppe plate, and set that on top of the quad. Okay? So again, your cords come down the back. It does not touch, the lighting does not touch the cake or the frosting. So this is a 9-inch quad. It is 6 inches high. They also come in petite. The petite quad is 4.5 inches high. And you set your cake on top. Okay, very lovely. And it also comes in mini. The mini quad right now is our most popular quad. So you set your real cake on top of the quad, okay? And then you plug in your legs. And you have it. The wow look. Brides really love this look. And again, the cords go down the back, so the lighting does not touch the cake or the frosting. Here are 2 cakes, very lovely decorated. But there is so much more you can do with 3 or 4 layers of cake than just stack them. From our glistening quad collection, here is Marissa with mini quads and 4 layers of cakes sitting on a 22-inch mirrored riser. This is Maya, also with mini quads and 3 layers of cake sitting on a 20-inch square mirrored riser. The Leilani is 3 layers of cake, mini quads, and the round fountain quad on a 22-inch square mirrored riser. By adding a square riser under a round cake, you are adding more dimension. The crystal Carmen oil fountain is in the fountain quad, And all of these cakes have been accented with the spiral stem Votive stands. From our diamond quad collection is Alexis. She has 4 layers of cake with diamond mini quads, and she sits on a 22-inch square mirrored riser. Our very popular Nova is 3 layers of cake, diamond mini quads, diamond fountain quad on a 22-inch square mirrored riser. Our cakes can be decorated with buttercream or fondant. From our rustic collection comes Willow. She has round mini quads, and she is sitting on our urethane tree slice. Also from the rustic collection is Savannah. She has diamond mini quads and is displayed with our 20-inch rustic riser. From the chandelier collection, our very popular Aurora has 2 petite chandelier quads and the chandelier round fountain quad on the 22-inch square mirrored riser. Cassandra from the chandelier collection has the diamond chandelier fountain quad, diamond mini quads, and on a 22-inch square mirrored riser. You can see there is just so much more you can do with 3 or 4 layers of cake. Welcome to WOW!
Wow is the most popular comment we hear when the bride and groom see their cake set up at the reception. Wow. When the guests first see the cake. Wow, look at that. When the guests realize that the display will be up all night long, even after they eat the cake. Wow. When the guests and the bridal couple reminisce years later about the wedding and the cake. Wow. Remember that cake.
We call this picture our durability test. This is my husband, my handsome, adorable, skinny husband, who weighs well over 200 pounds, standing on one of our lighted quads. It's proudly made in the USA. Celestial Cascade, and it is a single pillar design. So the single plate is attached to the single pillar. A light disc is attached to the top. The cords go down the pillar and attaches to the moon cut base plate. It works with 1 Knock Shoppe cake plate. So you add your cake to the Knock Shoppe cake plate. Just set it onto the Celestial Cascade stand. Plug in your lighting. And you have wow. The Celestial Cascade comes in all the sizes: 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. Because of the moon cut base plate, you can do any configuration, move them as close as you want, far apart as you want. You can use small cakes, you can use large cakes. They're designed so that they can't overlap if you want them to overlap on the top. Very simple, very easy, very elegant. And you have wow. There is so much more you can do with a few layers of cake. From our Celestial Cascade collection, we have Sophia. She has 8 layers of cake, shown with the crystal Carmen oil fountain on a fountain stand. The fountain stand has 5 different pillars, so you can adjust the height of the fountain. The Celestial Cascade can be used in a number of different configurations. Here is Crystal with 5 cakes and Buddha stands in the center. Guinevere is one of our Diamond Celestial Cascade sets. She has 8 cakes. Karina Celestial Cascade set has 7 cakes. From the Chandelier Celestial Cascade collection, Leah has 3 stacked cakes on a single pillar. Also from the Chandelier collection is Serena with 5 cakes.
Technically, we market wedding cake stands and related displays. But what we are really selling is the wow. This is a way to add wow to your cakes. By using our products, you have a way to add something to your cakes that the big bakeries, the chain stores, the Walmarts, the Costco's, Ivy will never have. Wow.
This is our Crystal Carmen oil fountain. It uses mineral oil and it comes with a swan center. You can also get a monogram plate for a monogram like shown in this fountain. So how it works is the bride buys the monogram, you put it in the fountain for her wedding, and then at the end of the evening she takes the monogram. You can also get a flat plate to put in the middle to put any memorabilia thing that she might want in there. Very lovely, very attractive, very mesmerizing. Our halo system is a 1-plate design. This is the smallest division you can do between layers of cake. It's 1 plate with a light disc on each side, and it works with 2 Knock Shoppe plates. So you just put your plate on the cake, you set your halo on, the cake is put on your other Knock Shoppe plate, and done. Very simple. Again, the cords go down behind the cake. A good way to cover up the cords with some extra flowers, some ribbon, whatever you can think of. Lots of times the back of the cake is more beautiful, even in the front of the cake. Guests ask, where are the cords? Well, they're there. They just don't see them. Very simple. Again, very elegant. And you have wow. From the Halo collection, in round, here is Reina. From the Halo collection, in diamond, is Chantal. And here is Rachel. From the Rustic Halo collection is Maggie. Here is Reba. There is just so much more you can do with 3 or 4 layers of cake.
Welcome to Wow.
Our Crystal Serenade collection is a combination of quads, halos, and celestial cascades. The Antoinette is a really good example of our Crystal Serenade. It's got the fountain quad in the middle, a halo, a regular quad on the top, and 4 celestial cascades on each side. The nice thing about this type of system is you can use the center by itself if you like. You can use the sides by themselves, or you can use 1, 2, 3, or 4 celestial cascades on the side to still get the basic look of the Antoinette. The Mercedes is the Crystal Serenade in diamond shaped, which is the square one. The Ava is also a very nice setup. And in rustic, we have the Rebecca. This is Antoinette from the Crystal Serenade collection. Antoinette is 11 cakes. It has a 9-inch regular quad underneath the top layer. Between the 12 and the 16-inch cake is a 13-inch halo. And on each side are 4 celestial cascade stands. Under the 16-inch cake is the round fountain quad with the crystal Carmen oil fountain and an 18-inch mirrored riser on the bottom. The Antoinette is also accented with 14 spiral stemmed votive stands. The Mercedes is our diamond set from the Crystal Serenade collection. It also has 11 cakes. It has 2 mini quads, a 9-inch mini quad, a 13, and it has the square fountain quad. Also 4 cakes on each side. All our sets come with the iridescent fabric for the table. And the reason we do that is that fabric does a really nice job of covering up all the cords, and yet the light comes through. Our Ava creation is a combination of round and square cakes. She is displayed with a round quad, a round halo, and a light disc on top of a square mirrored riser. Placed around the Ava are smooth stemmed votive stands. Here is Rebecca from the Rustic collection. She is also a Crystal Serenade set. She has 2 round mini quads, the fountain quad, and 2 halos, 1 on each side. And Rebecca has 3 tree slice risers. Now these tree slice risers are made of urethane. They look exactly like real wood without the weight or the bark falling off. Very nice to work with, especially with a food product.
Welcome to Wow.
Our castle collection is our cupcake stands. They come in acrylic. The Chloe is the round one. She holds 164. And the Loren is square in acrylic and holds 164. Both of them, you can add a mirrored riser underneath. For the Chloe, we made a 24-inch round mirrored riser special just for her. So you could get about 200 cupcakes then on that stand. And the Loren has a 22-inch square mirrored riser to go under her, and then you could also get about 200. Besides cupcakes, you can also use them for cookies, donuts, mini pies, whatever you can come up with. Very versatile. They can also be made smaller. You can take out any of the layers or the bottom layer, just use the top 3 or 4 layers, which is very, very nice. But I think if you use the whole thing with even less cupcakes, the stand is so beautiful. Will be very attractive, and your bride will love it just as much, if not more, than it's packed full. Here's a picture of Chloe on a 24-inch round mirrored riser. The round mirrored riser, besides adding more space for cupcakes, it also gives a lot of elegance to the crystal set. Underneath the mirrored riser is the iridescent fabric with lights, which finishes off the table and adds a lot more elegance than a cupcake stand that does not have any lights in it. This is the Loren Diamond Cupcake Castle. It is shown with a 22-inch mirrored riser on the bottom. Both the Chloe and the Loren come with a plate on the top where you can add lights to it. If you add the lights, then that goes down the center. They also come with a plate if you do not want to use the lighting. Again, any layer can be taken out to size it down. And the iridescent fabric on the table adds so much elegance and just finishes off the table. So it just isn't sitting there looking so lonely on the table all by itself. Welcome to Wow! Under our rustic collection, we have two cupcake stands. One is the Dakota and the other is the Montana. The Dakota is a square set made of pine. It holds about 160 cupcakes, and you can have it flat, like a flat side, or you can turn it to have the sides offset. You can also take out either of the centerpieces, or you can put less cupcakes on it, and then you can see the beauty of the real wood. The Montana is a tree slice cupcake stand. It is made of urethane, formed off of a real tree slice. You don't have to worry about any bugs, bark falling off, any of those things. It holds about 80. And again, you can take out either one of the centerpieces or put in less. You can put in 50 or 40 or whatever, and the beauty of the tree slice, you can really see it then. From our rustic collection, we have the Dakota, which is a wood cupcake stand. It is 5 layers. It is shown in the picture as the layers are offset. You can also turn it so they're all flat on one side. Also, it is shown with the anniversary cake on the top, and on the table a small wood riser with the cutting cake. Also, even in rustic, the spiral stem votive stands set off the elegance. A lot of the barns are dark wood, and by adding some light to it, it actually shows where your cupcake stand or cake stand is sitting. The Montana is our tree slice cupcake stand. It is 4 layers high. Either one of the middle layers can be taken out, and the anniversary cake is on the top, and a small tree slice is on the side with the cutting cake.
Welcome to Wow! Hello, I'd like to introduce you to the Knock Shoppe's newest product, realistic tree slices. They're very realistic. They're made out of plastic material that is very strong, but they're hollow, so it's lightweight. It's less than half the weight of a real tree slice. They're always level. They will not crack or fall apart. And there are no bugs because it's plastic, and they're very, very strong, very durable. Very strong. Very, very, very durable. They're available in a number of sizes. Contact the Knock Shoppe for more information.
The Denise is our push-up castle. It holds 132. You can also size it down to smaller layers if you like. But it's been very popular. Again, it's different layers of filling and frosting between cake. You can also have it as the groom's cake, have it on the sweet table. have a wedding cake and then have this as a sweet table on the other side with some other candies or cookies or whatever you like. If your guests are too full after dinner, they could just take a push-up, stick it in their purse or in their pocket, and then eat it later on or the next day. And you certainly can't do that with a piece of cake. Anyhow, this is becoming more and more popular and unique. Or, you could even send one to a favorite aunt or uncle that couldn't come to the wedding and say, hey, here's a piece of cake. We enjoy it. And they'll say, what? Oh my gosh, look at that. Thank you so much. The Denise is our push pop castle. It can also be used for cupcakes. It holds 132. And again, it can be sized down. You can take out one or two of the bottom layers or just use a couple top layers, however you like. It also comes with a light disc on the top, and the lights go down the center of the set. By adding the iridescent fabric and lights on the table, you finish off the table for a complete look. Also, I would recommend using a 7-inch mini quad with a cutting cake on the table for the bride and the groom, and then leave the top layer for the anniversary cake. The Elisa is our centerpiece push-up set. It holds 10 push-ups. You can use flowers in the middle like in this picture, or a wine bottle, or whatever you can come up with. Also, this is the plate that is used on the Lorelei when using the push-ups on the Celestial Cascade stands.
Welcome to Wow!
Our Lorelei stand is a combination of cupcake stands, push-up stands, fountain quad, and celestial cascades. Now you can start with the Antoinette in the center. On top of the fountain quad, we use the Chloe on the round stand, or the Lorraine on the square fountain quad, or again the Denise on a round fountain quad. The side cake stands then would hold the cupcakes or the push-ups. The Lorelei can be done different ways. In this picture, the Lorelei has got the square fountain quad with a square mirrored riser. On top of that is the Lorraine cupcake stand with the anniversary cake on the top. On the sides are cupcake trays with the cupcake. And in front is a 7-inch mini quad with the cutting cake. The Lorelei in this picture has got the square fountain quad on the bottom and the Lorraine on the top with the anniversary cake holding cupcakes. On the side, Celestial Cascade stands are the cake push-ups. And in front is the anniversary cake on a 7-inch mini quad. In this Lorelei picture, we have the Denise sitting on top of the round fountain quad, which is on our 22-inch tree slice. On the side, Celestial Cascade stands are the cupcake trays. In the front, the cutting cake is displayed on a 8-inch diameter, 2-inch high tree slice. The iridescent fabric and lights cover the table for added atmosphere.
When the guests realize that the display will be up all night long, even after they eat the cake. Wow! when the guests and the bridal couple reminisce years later about the wedding and the cake for years to come. Wow.
Our square wood risers come in a variety of sizes. They are 3.5 inches high. They come 8-inch square, 12, 16, 18, 20, and 22. They also come 2 inches high and 8-inch square for the cutting cake. That's on the side of the Dakota stand. And the 12-inch also comes 2 inches high, perfect for your centerpieces. Our rustic tree slice risers are realistic looking, made of urethane, less than half the weight of real wood. Especially for us ladies who we don't want to tug around 50 pounds of something, these are very, very nice. They're durable, no sawdust, no splitting, so you don't have to be replacing them ever so often. No bugs falling out. Especially with a food product, you need everything to be safe. They will not mold. No bark falling off into any of the other food at the wedding or event. Easy cleanup, washable, and they are very reusable. Your brides will love it. Our mirrored risers come in a variety of different sizes. They are 4 inches high. The round mirrored risers come 14 inches in diameter, 16, 18, 20, and 24 inches. The square risers are 4 inches high. They come 14 inches square, 16, 18, 20, and 22 inches. The best way to display a mirrored riser under your cake is with the iridescent fabric and lights. By pushing the fabric and lights next to the mirror, it reflects off of the mirror and adds dimension to your table. Your cake and riser should be a 4 to 6 inches difference. So if you have a 16-inch cake, you should have a 20-inch to 22-inch riser.
Unlike other companies, we sell all the parts to every product we sell. Actually, to every product we have ever sold.
Here are 10 reasons why you should have a wedding cake kissed with light. Your wedding cake should be the centerpiece of your beautifully decorated reception. Your eyes should be drawn to the wedding cake. Your wedding cake is the second most beautiful thing at your wedding. First is the bride and groom. It's an alternative to the basic 3-tier stack cake. The wedding cake should attract attention. They should say, "There is the cake," instead of "Where is the cake?" In addition to the bride and groom, the wedding cake is the most photographed item at the reception. Lights and candles give a warm and inviting atmosphere. It's the wow factor. Your guests will be remembering the cake for years to come. Bonus, the illuminated cake stands also remain on the table for atmosphere all night long.
These pictures are our before and after pictures. What are before and after pictures? They show what is left after the cake is eaten. Our double plate design allows for the cake to easily be removed and served to the guests, leaving the illuminated cake display system, fountain, flowers, candles, lights to remain on the table, beautiful and romantic, as part of the elegant reception decor all night long. Wow! Have your cake and eat it too.
The coronavirus has hit all of us hard, especially in the hospitality and entertainment business. We are offering a 25% across the board special. This is your chance to get something that will wow your brides and their guests for years to come. When they ask who did their cake, your name will come up. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. Getting something good that will last is an investment. It is money well spent. Payment plans are always available, $100 down, and you can make payments as long as you need to. When it is paid in full, your order will ship. Tell your brides now that you have made this investment and she can get it to wow her guests. We all need something special after all that we've been through this year. Place your order now by calling 608-296-2300 or online at theknockshop.com. This is a good time to replace your old lights with new light discs. Remember, our lights are rated at 3,500 hours, and that is a long time.